I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers, and oh god, 4-0 nils on the bounce. I mean, it's just shocking.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable, actually. You can't. I think we were predicting or joking that it might be another 0-0 before the kick-off, but I didn't actually think it would be. 360 minutes, no goals here. It's March was the last one. Do you remember, Matt, in fact, you missed it.
I think I did miss it actually.
Matt Doherty against Bristol City, last-minute winner. No goals, you just cannot believe it. I mean, it wasn't for the lack of trying, was it? They had so many chances, especially second half. One off the line, hit the bar. Mason had a couple of one-on-ones. Header just wide and injury time.
Yeah.
So, they didn't so much batter it, but it was a lot better than it has been for the last 3 0-0s, and better than the next one, which is probably for the last game. But anyway, yeah, they were better today. It was just a very frustrating afternoon, and that came over from the fans.
Fans have been calling for the youth as well. There were a few changes today, and some lasted well.
Yeah, Des Landers was excellent actually. Got forward really well, pretty solid at the back. Couple of chances just wide. I mean, he's shows great youthful exuberance.
Yeah.
As does Bright as well. He comes deep to get the ball. He runs at players. Didn't quite happen for him today, but a lively performance and lots to build on. I mean, he's 18, as is Des Landers, which is remarkable, really. But they don't look out of place at this level.
No.
Jackie's been safe for a few weeks. He put the kids in, and he has now. And you want to see a bit more of that in the last couple of games.
Chances for Joe Mason. Could have had a hat-trick really on the day, couldn't he?
Yeah, probably should have done, yeah. David Edwards had a couple of really good ones as well. Frustrating for Mason, he missed one at Leeds as well in midweek. So the search for, the wait for a striker goal goes on as well. Of course, it's February 13th. Again, like we say with Wolves a lot, you can see potential there, you can see a good player in there, certainly. It's just not clicking for him or the team in front of goal at the moment.
On the other end of the goal, Carla Kamey did some, really good things, didn't he? Some excellent saves.
Yeah, a couple of smart saves, yeah. Matt Derbyshire in particular. I mean, it wouldn't have been justice if Rotherham had won it.
No.
They didn't look like a team that had gone 10 unbeaten, to be honest. Wasn't that impressed with them.
Yeah.
And on another day, yeah, Wolves could have had 3, 4 or 5. I mean, I could understand the fan reaction going on the back of what they've had in recent weeks. 4-0 nils is absolutely ludicrous, but taking this game on its own, it wasn't that bad today. In fact, when they started singing how boring it was actually quite lively on the pitch. The first half was very dull at times, but the second half wasn't too bad. But it's just that context of 4 0-0s, 8 0-0s in total this season, 1 win in 8. So the fans are apathetic and angry.
But they're still paying a lot of money to watch this, aren't they? And like you say, it's 4 0-0, 360 minutes of football. At least you're getting paid to watch them.
Yes.
But I think some of them should be getting paid if they keep on turning up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they've had a lot to put up with this season. You can understand the reactions, and there's so much going on and off the field that they're not happy about. So the club have got a real job to kind of win them back over the summer.
They do.
That'll take investment. They need to spend some money, put smiles back on their faces, but that's unlikely to happen. So at the moment, the future is questionable really as to where Wolves are going to go.
And so disappointing as well that when you look at a new season, you say, well, you've got a fully fit squad, but the likes of Graham and the likes of Chiro, they're not going to be there, are they, at the start of the season?
No, that's a big frustration because left wing's an area that they're going to need to sort out over the summer. But they're not going to spend money on a left winger if they've got 2 coming back during next season.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. They've got a big squad. I mean, you saw Sigurdarsson and Lafondra weren't in there today. Lafondra's got an injury. Nathan Byrne as well, and then you've got people like Ivan Landell to come back in the summer. Mike Williams in the course. So there's competition for places there, but they do need to get rid of a few in the summer, freshen things up. Get a couple of experienced players in, certainly a striker.
You touched on Sigurdarsson, left out the matchday squad today. Writing on the wall for him, do you think now?
I don't think we'll see him again, to be honest. Aaron Collins, teenage striker on the bench ahead of him, speaks volumes, doesn't it really? I think Jack has probably taken note of the fan frustration with Siggy on Tuesday, which is unfortunate, but he's he's had a fair crack of the whip.
Yeah.
What, 15, 16 games since Christmas. You know, like the guy, great attitude, got some good attributes, but no goals tells the story.
One home game to go. Any predictions?
0-0. Interestingly, Danny Bart just said, you know, they were treating it like a cup final. He says it's a massive game for Wolves, not too much for Wednesday here. I mean, probably a big one for Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
That, you know, they're desperate to turn it round and start winning football matches. You know, and you can see the effort was there today. That was not in question. It's just a lack of quality at the end of the day. But that's been the story all season. You can never really doubt the effort of these players. They're young, they're enthusiastic, they're hungry, they're playing for their futures and their careers. But it's just that lack of quality at the end of the day. It's been the story of the season.
4th 0-0 here on the bounce at Molineux. For all the post-match reaction on this one, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.